Thank you for joining Joe and I in the kitchen this evening. Tonight we are going to be making some tacos, but this time we're going to be making some riced cauliflower with it. Instead of rice, it's healthier alternative. I'll show you guys how we make that. I've got some mushrooms and some slaw and some new seasonings that we're going to try out tonight with, of course, our Beyond Meat. So please join us tonight while we cook in the kitchen, and I'm going to get going over on the stove. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some extra virgin olive oil and put that in a large frying pan on the stove and let that get nice and heated up before I put my onions. So we have our pan on the stove with our oil in it. It is starting to get nice and warm. I have a diced up onion here that I'm going to add. And I'm going to cook that down for just a few minutes before I add anything. So my onions have been on the stove for a few minutes and on a medium-high heat, I guess. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. And I'm going to add some taco seasoning that is just a blend of paprika, salt, garlic, onion. And I'm going to let this all cook. So now that our onions have browned up nicely with our spices, it's very fragrant, I'm going to add a few cracks of pepper and a little bit of the Celtic salt. And now I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of vegetable stock and scrape the bottom there. So I just added our cauliflower rice with the lime zest and the lime juice, the half a lime juice. I'm going to give this a nice stir. And then I'm going to put a lid on it and I'm going to let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes just to get the rawness of the cauliflower out. I don't want to overcook the cauliflower. I'm also going to season it with a nice pinch or two of the salt since cauliflower is bland, and give it a few cracks of pepper. So this will be my rice for my taco. On a medium-high heat, we're going to cover that. So that's only been 3 minutes. Everything's looking fantastic, nice and steamed. Flavors have absorbed everything, cooked down. Smell that lime.
You can smell it from here.
Seasoning's perfect. So now I'm gonna take this, keep it covered to keep it warm, move it off the heat. Now I'm going to come on with a pan with some oil, and I'm going to let Joe take over now since we're going to be making the meat with the mushrooms. We're going to probably put the mushrooms in first, love, so let me hand those to you.
Okay.
So we're gonna let these mushrooms brown up just a few minutes before we go ahead and put the meat in. We'll season everything after. If we season now, it'll draw the moisture out of the mushrooms and it'll be wet and soggy, so we're gonna wait to do that until after.
You just add the meat. Break it up a little bit. Whoa.
It's
We'll let it warm up for a second before we break it up. That's fine.
So we have some cashew flour tortillas that Joe just warmed up on the stove. We're gonna take a nice dollop, a nice bit of that crema right there underneath the meat. Put some of the tomatoes on it. A little bit of the avocado. We're gonna come in with some of the beef and the mushrooms. Thank you. You can put it on the and then we're gonna dress it with some of the slaw. And that is how we do. So in front of me I have the finished product. Thank you so much for cooking with us in the kitchen tonight. We hope you enjoy this meal as much as we do, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos.